Hello ladies and gents, and welcome to day 11 of the Wellbeing Essentials. Today we are looking at how your environments help to maintain your change. Now, yesterday's discussion of connections and relationships was the first time that we really looked outside of yourself within this process. Up until yesterday we had focused really heavily on you. The fact is, you don't exist in a bubble. You exist in a world full of bright lights and plentiful opportunity. And that means you've got constant challenges and temptations, which makes it really difficult to stay on track with your priorities and your behaviours and your choices. And in fact, I think for the vast majority of us, our main struggle with health and well-being is caused by the environments that we find ourselves in on a regular basis. Now, there's an American author called Stephen Hall who wrote a book called Wisdom, From Neuroscience to Philosophy. And in this book he says, wisdom begins with an awareness of the self and the world outside the self. It deepens with the awareness of the inherent tension between the I and the outer world. What does that mean? What it means is that deep awareness, which we know is fundamental to well-being, develops when you start to understand your interaction with your environment. And for us today on this lesson, it means that we need to look at how we can reduce your tension within your environments. How can we minimise your temptations and reduce those challenges to your priorities and your choices and behaviours? Okay, so where do you spend most of your time? Well, I reckon for most of us, these are our everyday environments. So your home, your workplace, where you travel, how you travel, and where you sleep. Now, these are big. This is a big topic, to be perfectly honest, and you'll probably find that all of these have a pretty massive impact on various aspects of your well-being, but we need to start small. So we need to think about how each of these has maybe a big impact on just one or two components within your well-being. And what we want to do then is to enhance these environments to optimise your journey. Now, the most effective way to do that is not to take things away. Like we've covered a little bit already, we don't want to be thinking about avoiding stuff, because that in the long term leads to feelings of deprivation and eventual resentment. And what it also does is builds pressure. And when the pressure blows, it leads to some really epic downfalls. I'm sure if you've ever cut anything out through dieting that you really like in your life and you go back to it, you binge hard. We don't want to create that, okay? We need to take small steps. So instead, what we're going to look at doing is adding and including the option to make some healthy choices. We're simply giving you the option to make a healthier choice. So for instance, do you spend a lot of time at home, either because you've got kids or because you work from home? If you do, then you might find you don't get the level of connection that you need on a daily basis. So we can give you some connection options. You can go to the park with the kids and meet some other mums and some other little ones. You can go to the gym at lunchtime, or you can take yourself to the local coffee shop and have a chat with your friendly barista. These things are tiny, but actually when they add up, they really help you to get the connection that you need on a daily basis and to keep it ticking over. Work. Do you work in an office? Do you find that you don't get the movement that you need on a daily basis? If so, let's add some movement options. You can take the long way to the toilet or the kitchen. You can take the stairs instead of the lift. You can go out at lunchtime and have a walk around a local park. Travel. Do you spend a lot of time in your car, either commuting or as a travelling salesperson, for instance? If you do you find that you are surrounded by sugary drinks and sweet treats? Okay, well, let's give you some healthier food options. Let's package up and bag up all of those naughty treats, stick them in the boot, and then on the seat next to you, you're going to put some water and then some healthy snacks like some fruit or some nuts. We haven't taken the bad stuff away, we've just made it easier for you to choose the good food and the healthy food. And then your sleep. Does your bedroom have a TV in it? If so, you can buy a plug-in timer and you can set it to turn that TV off an hour or half an hour before your normal bedtime. Now, the TV still works and we've not taken it out of your room, we're just making it easier for you to make that healthy choice. We can take it a step further by looking at choosing or creating some new environments for you. And that's what these ones are. These are goal-orientated environments. So these are environments that you can choose or create that are actually working on one particular aspect of your well-being. So for instance, a movement environment, we can look at maybe finding a really nice park near to your work or to your home that you can start to move in on a regular basis. For nourishment, maybe we can look at finding a local cafe or a restaurant that serves your favourite healthy food, and you can go there whenever you are too tired to cook. Rest and recovery, maybe we can find a beauty salon nearby to your work or where you live, and you can find a treatment that you really like and start to book yourself in on a regular basis. And then for connection, let's look at finding a club that you can go to where they do things that are in line with your interest. You're going to find people that do similar stuff to you, and you can start to connect with them, build your relationships. They can support you and they can benefit from your empathy. So we can adjust old environments, we can create or choose new environments. And in time, your environments become really a decisive factor in the actual success and enjoyment you gain from your wellbeing journey. So it really is worth putting the effort in with them. But don't go mad, okay? I don't want to put too much pressure on this. Just think about being positive. Add before you take away. And just trust that in time you will start to make the right choices, which you will do when you put all of these basics together. We want to enhance your environments to optimise your journey. Now that brings us on to today's task. As I said, this is a biggie, so we need to keep it small. And what I'd like you to do is just to pick one of these environments, so one of your everyday environments, and pick one that you feel causes you quite a bit of issue, okay? Quite a few problems within your well-being. And then all you're going to do is set about just slowly trying to enhance it. So think about what you can add to make it easier for you to make healthy choices within that environment. Maybe your kitchen is full of unhealthy food. Just start to hide some of it away. You don't have to throw it away, just hide it away. Put some healthier stuff in its place. Okay, again, as with all of this stuff, don't stress about it. Just little things, bit by bit. You've got your fishbowl, okay? Embrace your fishbowl. Start to reinforce it. Optimise it for your journey, and if you're feeling up to it, then get some of your supportive friends and family involved. If you've got kids and you're doing a kitchen makeover, get them involved. They love this sort of stuff. And again, if you're not taking anything away, then no one can complain about it. Okay, that brings us to the end of today, the end of day 11. Tomorrow we are going to move on to discuss my favourite lesson, and that is the slow revolution. Now I promise this is more exciting than it sounds, and I really think that you're going to love it. As always, if you've got any questions or reflections on today's lesson, then please do get in touch. Otherwise, enjoy enhancing your environment, and I shall see you tomorrow. Take care, guys.